Imagine reaching for a scent and feeling your confidence flipping on like a switch. I organize my fragrances by how I want to show up in life, and these perfumes are my instant confidence boosters. Today I am sharing my empowering perfumes, the CEO vibe, the girl boss. I will put them to my suit test. Are they special? Do they spark an emotion? Can I see a time when I would wear them? This process has helped me stop overbuying and have a happy, intentional collection. Only the bottles that answer yes to all three questions get to stay. Rosendo Mateu number 5, Floral Amber Sensual Musk. This fragrance is super strong. I won't tell you the notes for each of them. I prefer to pass them through the SU test and see if they deserve a place in my collection. I also smell some saffron. Several fragrances today will have saffron. I guess there is something about this special spice that brings up confidence in me and makes me feel like a CEO. Is it special? Yes. I don't have anything else that smells like this. Does it spark an emotion? Yes. It brings up the most confident version of me. I used to wear it a lot, jumping into meetings. Most of them were online, and I would spray it once on my wrist, and it gave me so much confidence. And I can see this being the scent of a CEO, the CEO wearing this fragrance from the morning till the evening, non-stop, signature scent, beautiful. When I would wear it non-stop, maybe less for going to bed, because it gives me this confidence, and I also want to go and do something, be the leader of a company, something like that. Rosendo Mateo number 5, a fragrance that I treasure, and it also works layered with many other fragrances. Beautiful. Next we have a fragrance from Maison Crivelli, and it's Iris Malikhan. Iris Malikhan. I need to spray this. This is very special. I will give it that. It smells green. It has galbanum. It is very unique, unisex. All fragrances are unisex. You wear what makes you happy. So it's very herbal, green, with an undertone of suede and vanilla. Unfortunately, that vanilla takes a very long time until it shows up. Is it special? Yes, it is very special. Emotion, does it bring up an emotion? Yes, it brings up this confident version of me. When I would wear it, here I am struggling. I have not worn it in a very long time. I also do not crave to smell it from the cap. Maybe I have outgrown it. So I made a rule for my existing fragrances. If I have not worn it in the past year, you can also say 6 months, maybe 6 months is better, I will let the fragrance go so it can make someone else happy. It doesn't make sense to keep the fragrances if I'm not enjoying them. So I will let Iris Malikhan go. Thank you so much. You are a beautiful fragrance. And I said that this would be worn by Pinky from The Succession. If you know her, yeah, this is the character in a bottle. Confidence. Iris Malikhan will make someone else happy. When we are collecting fragrances, we have that spark, it brings joy. And at least during my journey, it went down south. I started buying and buying non-stop, chasing the next thrill, the best fragrance, and it was never enough. It was fragrance addiction at the moment because I was not aware of what I was doing. I felt like I was not in control. There is still a positive side in this. This fragrance addiction is not like any other type of addiction. If we wake up and we decide to make the shift and curate our fragrance collection by empowering moods, by the way that we want to show up in life, choosing what sparks joy, we can always sell what we already have. So the money is not wasted. So there is always a bright side to anything in our life. When I say that we can sell our fragrance and recover what we spent, I actually mean it. When I decided to quit my corporate job and started coaching, I was not making enough money. And when I started selling my fragrances, I was able to actually pay the rent. Next fragrance is a bomb. All fragrances today are super strong. This is YSL Libre Intense. This is the CEO going to the beach. It has orange blossom, vanilla, tonka, lavender. I love this in a professional setting, but also it has this summer sunshine, super strong. It is very, very beautiful, long lasting. And I remember I wore it first. I had a tiny sample. I went to the UK and we were having a lean workshop where we look at the processes inside the company and make them work in a more efficient way. And I was wearing this and it gave me so much confidence during the day. And it also reminds me of a fragrance that I used to have from the body shop. Was it Orange Blossom or Neroli? I was wearing it at the beach, receiving so many compliments. Is it special? Yes, it is special. Does it spark an emotion? Yes, it makes me feel confidence. When I would wear it, I would wear it whenever I want to feel confident. Mostly during the first part of the day. It also is like a battery recharge, but more it's confidence in a bottle. Libre Intense Yves Saint Laurent gets to stay in my collection. Love it. The next fragrance is very similar to Libre. It's by Nishane. This is Tempfluo. I have Libre here. Let's spray Tempfluo on the other side. Yeah, it is very similar. This has also saffron. It is confidence in a bottle and I have worn it a lot. Yeah, see, I wore it to Malaysia. We had the booth there and I had to organize everything and it was super hot. And I was wearing this during the conference days. It gave me so much confidence. It is also strong. It is very similar to Libre, what can I say? Is it special? No, because it is similar to Libre. The emotion and the when. It's the same as Libre, and I decide to keep Libre and not Tempfluo. So if you are debating between these two, and I took this one during my travel because the bottle is much smaller. To be honest, also the old version of me felt fancier saying I'm wearing Tempfluo by Nishane if someone is asking. I don't care about that anymore. Still a beautiful fragrance. If you have this one, you don't need Libre. This will live and make someone else happy. Thank you, Tempfluo. You have done your part. Bye bye. Next, Nihilo Gold Immortals. This is so nostalgic. It has Lisilang, some tropical flowers, yellow flowers, and it also has some saffron, something that has this zing. All of them have something super powerful, like a leader. And this, I said, it smells like that song, that video by Michael Jackson. Remember the time when I was little, we had the VCR with a tape with music videos, and I was watching Michael Jackson. Remember the time, and it was like a complete movie. I was mind blown. Yeah, Gold Immortals. I also talked about it in my first video, so it has a special place in my heart. Is it special? Yes. Emotion, yeah, it reminds me of that video by Michael Jackson. When I would wear it, I have not worn it in a very long time and I'm not craving even smelling it from the cap. So I decided I'm not a hoarder anymore. I'm not collecting fragrances just for the sake of collecting. I also want to enjoy them and I want to use them as an extension of my personality. So for that reason, Gold Immortals needs to go. Thank you, Gold Immortals. Yeah, someone else will be happier having this in their collection. Next fragrance is by Dior. This is Gris Dior. It's rose, patchouli, oak moss. It is very unique. And I said that this is like you just finished the day. You are the CEO. You have done everything. You led your company. You are super successful. You are driving home. You hear the thunder. The rain starts pouring and you just get inside. You are getting cozy and the window is open and you can smell that rain. You are getting ready to watch a movie that you were so looking forward to. And this is Gris Dior. For me, it smells like rain. It's a beauty. Is it special? Yes. The emotion. It brings me confidence. It has this zing to it. It also smells like rain because it has oak moss and it has this kind of wet soil vibe going through. And when I would wear it, I would wear it in the first part of the day. I wouldn't wear it to bed. I wear fragrances for sleep. I have not worn this one in a very long time. Even though it is special, it brings up an emotion. I'm not wearing it anymore, and part of me wants to hold on, but at the same time, I know that this will make someone else happier. So I will let it go. Yeah, I want to wear all the fragrances that I have. So Maison Dior, Gris Dior is going to leave my collection. I can't believe that I'm letting go of this masterpiece. And next, we have another fragrance that is super strong is Mad Bella Donna. This is mulberry, a bunch of flowers, and a bit of saffron on the base. It is very floral and very strong. Is it special? Yes, it is special, but it also smells kind of too flowery for me. I'm not a flower girl. Emotion, it makes me feel confident. That's why it's in this category. When I would wear it, I have not worn it in a year, and I don't even want to smell it from the cap. So, Mad Bella Donna. This one is easier to let go of. Still a beautiful fragrance, not for me anymore. Mad Bella Donna, thank you and bye bye. Next fragrance is from Marc-Antoine Barrois. It's Encelade. It is so special. It has rhubarb, tonka bean, some kind of oily refinery note, and this smells like I am walking through a refinery. You smell that heated up metal from the buildings, and it's super, super hot. And you are wearing a tonka bean fragrance and you are eating some rhubarb. So, is it special? Yes. Does it bring up an emotion? Yes. Makes me feel confident. And I also remember walking through this refinery. True story. When I would wear it, I don't wear it anymore. So Encelade by Marc-Antoine Barrois will leave my collection. I am decluttering it. Thank you and bye. Just 2 more fragrances to go. I can't believe that I'm letting go of all these fragrances. Next fragrance is by Amouage Existence. Existence is a CEO in a bottle. The notes are aldehydes, lily of the valley, rose, benzoin. If you are curious, experience this for yourself. Don't judge it after you spray it first. Let it develop. Let it tell you its story. For me, it was a journey. I went to Zurich airport at Amouage to get the fragrance between Guidance 46 and Existence. I used to love guidance until one night it turned on me. Long story short, I picked up this one, then I regretted it. Watch the entire video. I have shared what this means for me. And the way it develops, first it has lily of the valley, some lemony citruses, then it turns into rose, and then you are left with this mist, fog, musk, white soapiness. Beautiful journey. And the story behind it, the creative director of Amouage shared his inspiration. He was hiking through the highest mountain in Oman. During his hike, he was seeing some strange shaped trees, and he reached the top and he was expecting to see this marvelous view, but no. Big disappointment. He was surrounded by mist, by fog. But actually, that was not disappointment. That was the reward. How amazing it is to be on top of a mountain, surrounded by white clouds and being connected to the earth. So, Amouage Existence, is it special? Yes, nothing else smells like this. And it has frankincense, but it's not in a church way, if you know what I mean. I don't like to smell like a church. Emotion, yes, it gives me confidence. It makes me picture myself on top of the mountain, surrounded by mist. When I would wear it, I wore this one a lot in my trip in Romania, during the day, during the night. It works anytime, so I would wear this one non-stop. Also in a professional environment as a CEO, but it also works for sleep for some reason, because it turns into this musky, clean with a bit of benzoin, vanilla. It is gorgeous. Amouage Existence will stay with me. And the last fragrance today is by Ojar, Infusion Velours. This is the biggest CEO in a bottle. It has wood. None of them have wood today, and it's blackberry wood. It is very pretty. I imagine a navy or a dark purple velvet power suit. And the most beautiful woman, she's the CEO of the company, and she is wearing this, entering the meeting, making decisions, choosing the best people to lead by her side. Is it special? Yes. Emotion? Yes, it makes me feel confident when I would wear it. Unfortunately, I have not worn this one, and I'm not craving it. It is a bit too unisex for me, leaning masculine, or I'm not into this type of scent profile anymore. So, Ojar Infusion Velours, thank you and bye bye. It seems like today I'm decluttering more fragrances than I keep. So, I'm keeping only 3. I'm keeping Amouage Existence, Libre, and number 5. All the rest, thank you. Yeah, I will let them go. There is no point in holding on to fragrances that we are no longer wearing. It means we are growing, we are changing, and it's only natural. And it's fine. We keep the fragrances that match who we want to become, and we are already becoming the best version of us. The quote I will leave you with is by Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. What do you think about that? Let me know below. I invite you to reflect. What does your confident self feel and look like? What are they wearing? What's their scent of the day? Do you already have a fragrance that brings up this confidence in you? You don't need the fragrance, but why not use the fragrance to feel even better in our own skin? I'm sending you a big hug and so much love, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye. Over the next videos, I will continue to share my fragrance collection grouped by empowering moods. We still have the princess, the femme fatale, the seduction siren, Miss Playful, comforting scents. So many to go.